Savings 101. Savings is the most underrated, underestimated financial step in one's career. Human capital, some call it accumulation, or the working phase, referring to the period of one's working life. It is a crucial time for building financial stability, securing future well-being. Effective saving strategies during this phase play a pivotal role in achieving financial goals, preparing for unforeseen circumstances, and ultimately ensuring a very comfortable retirement. Listen, I have a call of action. Please subscribe to the Retirement Advisor channel. I'm trying to expand my reach to people who are interested in hearing financial education. There are three key motivations behind savings, or should I say, importance of savings. Let's go through the three factors. First is financial security. Saving during the human capital phase provides a safety net against unexpected expenses, job loss, or health issues. An emergency fund, typically covering 3 to 4 months, provide living expenses and act as a financial cushion or blanket. Number 2, retirement planning. Early and consistent saving contributions significantly to a retirement fund, utilizing a retirement account, maybe a 401k or IRA account, take advantage of compound interest and deferred taxes, allowing savings to grow substantially over time. Number 3, goal achievement. Whether you're buying a home, you got some short-term goals, long-term goals, maybe you want to take a trip, annual trip with the family as you're going through your lifestyle in terms of your career, and are planning for a different type of lifestyle when you retire. But most people like to balance out their lifestyle prior to retirement and after. So goal achievement is very important, whether it's, again, buying a home, funding education, or starting a business. Saving systematically helps in achieving short-term and long-term financial goals. Now that we've discussed the importance and the motivation behind saving, let's talk about the big how, the how to save. I get this question a lot. Let's start off with saving ratios. The typical saving ratio is 50-30-20 rule. This suggests that allocating 50% of your income to necessities. This could be rent, your mortgage, your light, things that you know have to get paid. So that's dedicating 50% of your income towards those items and 30% towards discretionary items. This could be the trip that you wanted to take once a year or twice a year. These are all discretionary payment. Maybe eating out and dining, going to the movies. These are all discretionary items. Again, that's 30%. And then 20%, the big how much to save, is 20% to savings. Adjust these percentages based on individual circumstances to ensure a balanced approach. Number 2, actually saving rate. The saving rate is a percentage of income saved. Some financial experts, to include myself, I believe saving at least 15 to 20% of your gross income is key. Consistently saving a percentage of your income ensures that lifestyle inflation does not coincide and hinder each other, because we know how much inflation can eat away at your lifestyle based on what cycle we're in over in your investment period. So it's very important to actually save 15 to 20% of your gross income. Lastly, if all else you cannot remember, or if all else fails, or you have a little lapse in judgment, it's pay yourself first. Prioritize saving by automatically transferring to savings or an investment account right after receiving a paycheck. This method ensures that saving becomes a non-negotiable part of your budget. Now that we've discussed the big how, the how much to save related to saving rates and saving ratios, let's talk about principle of effective savings. This is reducing the friction from how much you get paid and how much goes towards savings. Let's talk about those things that can actually distract you off of your saving goals. Budgeting. Creating and adhering to a budget is fundamental. It provides a clear understanding of income, expenses, and areas where adjustments can be made to increase your savings. Another area is debt management. This can really increase how much you save if you manage your debt well. Addressing high interest debt is crucial. Allocating extra funds to pay off debt faster reduces interest payments and free up more money for savings. Diversification. Diversifying investments help mitigate risk. A well-balanced portfolio that includes stocks, bonds, and other assets provides stability and potential for growth. Tax-efficient savings. Let me name a few. Taking advantage of a tax advantage account such as a 401k and an IRA optimizes savings. Understanding tax implication ensures that more of your money goes towards the ultimate goal of building wealth. Let's discuss specific saving strategies. There are 4 that comes to mind. Now, it's just not limited to these 4. If you can think of any more outside of what's mentioned here today, please drop it in the comment because I would love to hear from you. Number 1, emergency fund. Building and maintaining an emergency fund is a priority. It acts as a financial safety net, preventing the need to dip into long-term investments during unexpected circumstances. Retirement account. Number 2. Maximizing contribution to employer-sponsored retirement plan and IRAs, which is individual retirement accounts. Leveraging employers' matching and compounding interest accelerates retirement savings. Number 3, automatic savings. Set up automatic transfers to savings account and investment accounts. Automation eliminates the temptation to spend money that could be saved and invested for the future. Number 4, last but not least, side hustles and additional income. Consider generating additional income through side hustles, freelance work, or a part-time job. The extra income can be directed towards accelerating saving and achieving short-term and long-term financial goals. We discussed the motivation and the importance of saving earlier. Now let's talk about the behavioral aspect of saving. The things that we know we should do, but our behavior does something differently. The first one, let's talk about delayed gratification. That's a behavioral aspect. Cultivating the habit of delayed gratification is essential. This meaning putting away savings now so you can live a better retirement in the future. Your future self will certainly thank you. Avoiding impulse purchases and focusing on long-term goals foster a disciplined saving mindset. Number 2, lifestyle inflation. This is another behavioral aspect. This is when you have a salary increase, a 10% salary increase, you immediately go out there and say, mentally you're thinking you're making enough money so you can go buy that expensive car. Or you can go dine out to that fancy restaurant more often than you did before, prior to looking at your budget sheet. So be mindful of lifestyle inflation that often accompanies salary increases. Instead of increasing your expenses across the board, what you want to do is take a look at your allocation. We talked about it before, which is the 50% for your necessities, 30% for your discretionary, and 20% for your savings. So when you have a salary increase, all 3 of those buckets will be allocated more money for you to spend, which means you may ultimately be able to go out and dine out to that fancy restaurant several more times than you did before. But make sure that it's based on your allocation percentages and also your budget sheet. Number 3, financial education. Continuously learning about personal finance enhances decision making. Understanding investment options, market trends, economic factors empowers individuals to make informed saving choices. In this Saving 101 discussion, we talked about the importance of saving, the motivation, saving rate, principle, and strategies to include the behavioral aspect of saving. Saving strategies during the human capital phase are not only about the accumulation of wealth, but also about fostering financial resilience and security. The impact of disciplined saving, prudent investments, and strategic planning create a foundation for a prosperous financial future. By embracing these strategies and principles, individuals can navigate the complexities of modern financial landscape to include bonds and stocks, percent of ratios to save, to include investing in 401ks and IRAs, and build a robust economic foundation for themselves and for their families. If you learned or enjoyed this financial information, please like and subscribe to support the channel. Stay tuned for the next financial video.